welcome to the Empire After Show right here on the Stream.tv. We are so excited that you guys are here for the mid-season finale.
Yes.
We have to wait until March for a little bit more of this juiciness. What happened to Rhonda? So much more. You guys, send in your tweets right now because we're going to get to them after our commercial break just a little later. But let's introduce my co-host.
Hi, everyone. Jason J. Carter here. And I'm actually following you guys on the YouTube live chat. You guys are super crazy tonight.
Love it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I mean...
Let them keep going. Let them keep going.
Craziness.
And we got Merce today.
I'm Merce today, Alan. What's up, everybody?
Okay, so let's talk about... We're going to go a little bit backwards tonight because we cannot not talk about the fact that Rhonda was pushed down the stairs.
Okay.
What's going on?
First of all, I knew... It was pretty messed up how she did the double flip, the double somersault.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, I knew when we saw Anika in the nursery and, you know, the whole car. From the last episode where they were kind of kikiing and girl bonding, I was like, Anika's probably single white femaling her.
Well,
the hand that rocks the cradle. Remember that movie where, you know.
Exactly.
So tonight, Rhonda was the real victim. You know, out of everything that happened in this fall finale, Rhonda was the real victim. So, I mean, she would splat.
Yeah,
she
like
did go splat.
I actually like cringed watching that scene just because I was like, what? Like, to me, I was shocked that she did that to Rhonda. I totally thought she was gonna go after Hakeem's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a twist, a good one.
I think the twist happened when she was invited into the nursery. And that moment when she said, you know what? Lucious has been calling him the heir. That tipped her over over the edge because she is pregnant. We haven't really dived into the storyline that much, but I just want to know what is going through her head. Like, are you serious? Like, you're breaking into her house, tripping her alarms, pushing her down the stairs,
and then they're about to try and invite you to church, girl.
Right?
Well, here's the thing, though. You know, this type of behavior, she must have not had all her marbles all together because this type of behavior doesn't really happen with someone who has all their faculties.
But she was so with it last season.
Exactly.
Mind you, she was a little conniving, but totally with it.
Like sane, right? Like not
super sane.
Not, you know, she's not certifiable. But I mean, maybe she really was distraught that Hakeem was not into her. I mean, every man has left her, right?
That's true.
And here's what probably set her off, though, too. Not to go racial, but the white girl gets to find a black man and has a baby with the black man.
So?
You know, I'm just saying that probably did something to her.
I don't think the race played a part. She could have been purple and she still would have been mad and still pushed her down the stairs.
I mean,
I just wish she was here so we could interview her. Was that a body double? Was that a dummy? Because that looked really real. Like the body was really hitting corners going down the rail.
It was a little like she kind of flew. Like it was like do.
No.
Like, oh
you guys are laughing.
No, it wasn't funny. It was not funny.
It was not. It was not funny. But we don't know who did it, but you know, a speculation could be that Lucious could have something to do with it as well because he really wasn't too supportive of the new child.
That's true.
There's a lot of things that could have happened. So, but today, for now, right now,
Anika
did it.
Anika did it. Anika totally did it. So this episode was very centered around the ASA Awards, the ASA Awards, that's what they were calling it, which was the American Sound Awards, and they had a whole nomination episode today. So there was a ton of people that were special guesting, which was Jason Derulo, who was doing the nominations throughout the show, and we see that Tiana did her little performance before she also gave a nomination, and she tripped up when she realized that that Hakeem did not get nominated, but Frida Gatz did. How do you guys feel about Hakeem not getting a nomination at all?
I agreed with Tiana. I was like, I would have read it the same way, you know, kind of stumbled upon that. But I mean, obviously, Lucious, you know, was being crafty there and had something to do with that. So shame on you, Lucious, and we'll get to that later around, but all his karma is starting to come back.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
He's so conniving, so of course it's coming back. And the fact that it was Rapper of the Year, I mean, Frida just came out last week, okay? So, I mean, she should probably be nominated for, what is that award?
Newest
artist.
Best new artist. Best new artist.
There it is.
But you know what's funny about that? Was Frida even in tonight's episode?
No.
So she's probably somewhere
her
with her crop top and, you know, 90s overalls. But I mean, that if art wants to imitate life, that happens in the music business. You know, someone who has an amazing album gets snubbed for whoever does it, you know. But I'm just saying though, like, you know,
Rapper of the year.
So when Adele won Best New Artist in 2009, and her album 19 really wasn't.
It was amazing.
Content-wide, absolutely.
Yeah.
But commercially, it wasn't. But she's
Got
still.
it.
So you never know. There's all these different factors that go into that.
That was a good twist on this in tonight's episode.
Absolutely.
And then we see that Jamal hits the stage with Sky Summers and her. Before we even they hit the stage, we see them together and
he was
calling
hitting
her,
something else.
Yeah, he was calling her babe, or she was calling him babe. He was seeming a little uncomfortable, but like with it. And he wanted to speak to her about it, and then he realized that Lucious Lyon came in and stopped that conversation. So I don't know what that first initial conversation was going to be, but do you think that he is really feeling her as much as she seems to be feeling him?
Well, I feel like I thought she was feeling him a lot until she said, like, no, I know what it was. I know it was just a hookup. I still was shocked. Like, me, myself, I would never be physical with a man that I know is gay because that's too much. Like, too much of a risk there.
It was interesting that Hakeem was, that Lucious was saying, like, ooh, she fixed you?
Which,
what do we think about that line? Because that was like a what?
Yeah,
well, we're not, listen.
I wasn't keen on that line.
Well, me neither. But I mean, Lucious has been anti-LGBT the whole time. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a huge LGBT component in tonight's episode that we'll get to a little bit later. But by him, Lucious took it back to what is still going on in the African American community about, you know, being homosexual.
Right.
And, you know, it's not. It's a sickness or whatever. So by him saying that was just him still stuck in his ways.
True that.
But I wanted to know, and Mercer, you had said that they had sex. Sky and Jamal had sex.
Mm-hmm. They said that they hooked up.
I mean,
because Lucious asked, and he said, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he said yeah. I feel like he was just like, it's between me and her. I don't remember because we just watched it.
Well, I mean,
I thought
the way Sky was catching
Maybe.
feelings, and to quote Mercer Day, Sky should not catch feelings. She should catch flights. Love it. Hashtag Mercer.
Catch feelings. I mean, catch flights. Don't catch feelings.
But I like the conversation they had. You know, she knew. She was like, it's cool. Like, she said, I get it. You know, no big deal. Thank you. She was grateful for the moment they had, and that was that, you know.
Well, if we fast forward a little bit, they go and do their performance, that they, you know, we matter, she matters, and Charlamagne comes out and kind of takes a turn. I thought he was going to be like, wow, that performance was amazing.
No,
but
come on. You know with Charlamagne, okay, they brought him on for that, like, tongue.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect.
So, I mean, honestly, do you feel like I didn't even realize that it was like a black and white matter song kind of ordeal, and I just feel like it was weird putting her on the spot. Like, she's half black, half white. Like, why does her song have to just pigeonhole into one thing? It came out of left field for me.
Girl, not even left field. They descended from the universe, like space, because it was like. I didn't get the whole racial overtone of the song. I thought it was just a song about love, you know, good vibrations, whatnot.
Right.
But for Charlamagne's tone, like, yo, Mercer Day, oh, so now you want to be black?
Yeah.
Like, out of nowhere at an award show?
And I hate this thing of like, are you acting black or are you black? Like,
I get it all the time.
I get it all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
you ain't black enough.
I'm half black, half Persian, and you know, I think that people.
Merci, John.
Hey, okay, Farsi. Yeah, I mean, I definitely identify as a black woman, but I never disregard my Persian side, but that's just who I hang out with. And I hate that, you know, people are people, and I just think that they did that for the show because that's what Charlamagne is known for, and they just times it by 10 for his character.
Yes.
Well, I don't think it's just for the show. I definitely think this is something that happens in real life.
Oh, yeah,
that's what we're definitely talking about. You know, I'm half Puerto Rican, so I get it all the time, you know, and let's just put it out there, in 2025, this whole world is going to be mixed. So there's not going to be any white, black,
but just
green,
to touch
or purple.
on that, ladies, so, you know, you guys both make such amazing points, but what is black enough? You know, like, like, well, how do you decide or decipher who is black enough? You know, just last week, I was told by a colleague that, oh, you know, you're a Carlton acting Negro. And I'm like, what does that mean? Because I mean, we are all
You're
products, right? We're all
right.
products of where we came from. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just as black as the next person, but I'm glad that Empire one of the things we can say about this show
They
is
touch
that,
on everything.
Exactly.
They touch on everything.
And in tonight's episode, they found, I guess, abate how weird it was, they still found a way to drive home something that's still going on within our community. So kudos for them for that.
Always, always. And then Jamal also got nominated for 5 different awards, but I think towards the end, he got nominated for a 6.
And with Hakeem, they were both nominated for their duet.
For their duet, exactly. And then, you know,
We're talking about like the Grammys.
And Lucious, boom, 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 boom.
your favorite. That is our favorite song.
gosh.
That one got nominated.
Boom. It is catchy, though.
It is catchy. Super catchy. But, you know, it's kind of interesting, which you said Lucious's karma is coming back to him. He also, like, spills the beans that Jamal has a girlfriend now to that one guy. And it's like, why are you doing that? Like, why? That's not even necessary. It's so,
Or true.
like, it's so far-fetched. You know what I mean? He just wants drama, and that's what he's all about. I mean, I don't even know. So let's move on to the Pepsi commercial.
Yeah, that was awesome, and congratulations, like in real life, because that's a real commercial, a real Pepsi commercial. So that was, I thought it was a great way to tie it into the show and bring it as a real commercial. I liked it. I
because it was on the train. It was a little interesting. I don't know if I loved it or liked it, but it was kind of fun to see him in that light where he got to shine a little bit. And if you look in the train car where there was like transgender people, and it just looked really diverse. And
it was very it was very reminiscent of Tyrese '96 Coca-Cola ad where he sings. Well, I mean, it was really, really good.
On the bus.
I think that, you know, again, I say this every weekend. People actually get upset with me, but I think the editing and the way they present things could be a little bit better. But as far, I mean, Pepsi really could have. If that was a Beyonce commercial, it would not have gone down like that. You know, I feel like it wasn't. It could have been a little bit more over the top for me. If
more production value. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, absolutely.
I could agree with that.
But I mean, but for what it was, and I'm good for Jussie. Good for him getting that shine. It's really, really good.
So Cookie's Cookout has
It's
turned into a
canceled.
jail cell family day.
Right.
How do you guys feel about this whole cookout?
Yeah, at
jail
first,
cell?
like when I was just watching, I was like, wait, the kids are in the jail?
Yeah, I was like
And
looking
then-
for the sign. It
Right.
said family day.
And then we were like, okay, family day, cool. I was okay with it. I mean, I liked it just because it was, you know, a big part of Cookie's life.
Yeah.
And so I could appreciate that. And the fact that, you know, Hakeem had never been taken there by Lucious as a child. So I really did. I thought it was nice to do something for the community.
Yeah.
For the community, absolutely. But what I could not, I know it was a very poignant moment, but the way she was giving her speech, like, you know, I planned this cookout, Cookies Cook, like the name alone is laughable.
Oh, and oh my God, Cookie, come on, man, or woman, okay? You were dating him all of 3 weeks, okay? I'm sorry, but you should not have been up there about to boohoo cry over this man who has done you dirty and been doing you dirty from the beginning. I wasn't there for that.
Yeah.
Cookie Lyon, you needed to be a little more of a lion.
Well, I feel like, yes, it was a little too soon to catch so much feelings, but they did basically fall in love in just those 3 short weeks, and it's possible, okay? But I feel like the sentiment was more like she was excited to make a name for herself as Cookie and do this big performance. She was really excited about what she was putting out there as a company, and I feel like she was let down more about that versus being let down about what's going on YouTube.
I'm sorry. I agree with you, Starr, absolutely. But they just said, I want to say what's up to Miss Midoriya. They went all orange is the new black on us with the brat.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're also saying that the Pepsi commercial was Tori Kelly's was better. Shade.
I was really just happy for Jussie. Like, I just thought that that's a great moment in his career. Not that the commercial was like super amazing, but just to have that opportunity. Yeah, but in his real life, like that's a real, like outside of his character, like that's a real.
He's getting paid.
But getting back to Cookie back at the prison, you know, I always love seeing the moments where she's connecting and really being relatable in the sense that, you know, she had anxiety walking through. She said I couldn't do this because she was imagining the pain or she was reliving
Definitely
the
having
pain.
flashbacks.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the brat made a fantastic cameo and had a nice part as
I love
Jazzy.
her pigtail. She does not stray
And the brat
away.
actually spent time, it was incarcerated for a little over 2 years. So it was.
She was perfect for the role.
Yeah, I mean, our imitating life, but I like that when they give that glimpse glimpse of Cookie because Taraji really ascends into that role and becomes every girl. You know, not just, you know, fierce weave and everything. She's like, I have pain too. And I think that resonates with the female black youth. I mean,
that's true.
I
And
found
not
out
forgetting where you
Farrakhan,
came from even once you
Right.
make it.
Well, it sounds like Debrat is definitely going to come back on the next
March.
after the break in March,
Next year.
because we didn't get to finish that storyline,
Right.
and I want to hear her rap. She's supposed to be the best, and
So
Cookie was allegedly going to
funkified.
sign her when she got,
so
funkified. Okay,
yes,
right.
a little Debrat moment.
Right.
But, you know, unfortunately, she's got life in prison. I don't know if the storyline will come back, but I feel like it will.
That's good.
I
Yeah,
want a little
agree.
bit more of Debrat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so the big moment of the night. Mimi thinks she's slick with her little pin, recording Lucious Lyon talking about the board. What do you guys think about this whole situation?
You know, well, let's bring it full circle because we can't talk about that without talking about
Camilla.
Right. So
Yeah.
let's just open that Pandora's box.
Right.
I know Marissa Tomei, she's an Oscar winner. Fantastic actress. Sure, the role she plays, initially at first, I was like, she don't fit. She's this Texas chick, like, you know, but tonight we found out that she had breast cancer, or she's going through breast cancer, and that her wife, she hints at her wife this whole episode. And then
It's flying in from Milan.
Yeah.
And
And you're like,
she's my everything.
Right. You know,
Laying it up. She thinks she's slick.
and she very
really
well
is.
slick. I mean,
She
come
was
on.
right.
I mean, that was like mastermind the house down boots, you know?
Well, she got Lucious to sign this whole Swift stream.
Right.
And he said it. I thought we were neck and neck on the same line. I thought we were parallel with each other. I thought we were going in the right direction.
I thought she was my road dog.
There it is. Something like that.
Nope.
But, you know, she came hard, especially in that board meeting. And she's like, we're going to call a board meeting and kick you off. But what was funny was the situation where they were trying to get other board members to be on Lucious's side. We see Mr. Thirsty doing a little dirty in the elevator.
Right. I was like, ooh. He came up like,
I know. And then she was like, you was like,
Yeah.
not for you. That was not good. That was no $10 million, you know.
Right. Super crazy.
Thought.
Who else? They got Cookie and Hakeem to be on Lucious's side. Who knew that Hakeem was going to switch sides? Did you guys see that coming?
I did.
I did.
I did.
I didn't. Well, yeah, I felt like that all along, though.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to go for Lucious.
Well,
Why would he?
he's been strong-armed this whole time and deciding, like, I am totally against Lucious this whole season, so that's true. But I just feel like he was going to stick by his family. You know what I mean? I wanted that.
Not
for-
after
for
those
them.
flashbacks. The flashbacks,
Oh, well, yeah.
that part made me feel like, ooh,
He
he's
ain't coming.
just been so dirty to him. I doubt that he's going to vote.
Yeah, well, vote.
For him.
Yes, but here's the thing. Do we agree that Hakeem this season has like upped his ante as far as the storyline, and like he's real interesting. I think he's one of the most interesting people. He's eclipsed Jamal for me, as far as being.
Well, I feel like Jamal and Hakeem are the sons that are getting the most airtime.
Sure.
But that's because
Andre
they're the
is-
artists. They're the artists. So.
That's true.
And when you saw Hakeem, you know, whenever you're trying to make a decision about anything, be it buying a car, or you always weigh the pros and the cons. You always have this mental dialogue with yourself. So seeing Hakeem and the flashbacks of everything Lucious did to him, and couple that and put that with being kidnapped and possibly raped while he was kidnapped, he's messed up. But I knew for a fact he was going to vote against his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, and I would have too.
Until
Well, the-
Cookie came in, and then I was like, oh,
Maybe
he
not.
won't.
That's true.
That was the
true.
only time that I kind of switched my mind, and then I was like, I was right from the very beginning.
Well,
Go with my intuition.
Camilla is always playing that mama role with Jamal.
Which is very awkward.
Which is very awkward
Yeah.
for us to watch, but it's very entertaining.
And
So
Naomi
let's put
Campbell
that
looks
out there.
fierce.
She looks
Amazing.
amazing. I'm glad she's back. And I was wondering when we were seeing the coming attractions, I was wondering what is going to be her twist and reason for coming back. And so I love that was what it was. That she
Yeah.
was
Like Yaz,
fake married.
Yaz, that's his real name. He definitely has to keep that as like something in his treasure box, like under his bed. I would like take that scene and like save it forever. With Naomi Campbell like rubbing down.
Oh, yeah,
down. I was
down
like,
the
ooh.
But you know what, Naomi Campbell though, kudos to her for her. She's quite good on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
For
kudos,
not acting before.
Right. And kudos to the writers for putting the button on that story, because we could have easily wrote her off last season. Oh, Camilla's gone, the end. You know, she's on some catwalk working it. And then we see her walk in, and then the real punch, the real gut punch was...
the wife. Her being the wife.
I mean...
Yeah, it was great writing. I feel like this mid-season finale was epic, but we're going to talk to the fans a little bit after the show. So make sure you're using the hashtag EmpireAS so you can get your tweets featured right here on the show. We'll be back right after this break.
Yo.
So good.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, this is for you.
I love it. That was freaking
Oh my God.
I didn't see any of this coming. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was like,
how did you get here? No.
Kill him. Kill him. Definitely kill him. We're cool.
Shade. Shade left and right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies, let's put your 2 cents in.
Rubbed me the wrong way in the right way.
But you were like, well, we want to know what's going to happen.
That was cute.
We just want to say we love you all. Thank you so much for your support. You are all seriously the best in the world.
Another beautiful summer at the stream.tv, y'all.
Here we go, guys.
Thank you for being here. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Welcome back from the break, guys. So let's jump into some awesome fan questions, because we have to also discuss the reason that Mimi left the company to Camilla as a proxy.
Right.
So that's pretty interesting. What do we got going on YouTube?
Well, everyone's talking about, this is actually the talk of the night. Tickle Lady, her question was, I wonder if Mimi knows that Camilla is actually doing all of this for Hakeem and not for Mimi. So do you think Mimi, I mean, Camilla's playing Mimi, and Mimi probably doesn't know it. So I mean, because I didn't think, good question. I didn't think about that.
Think about it that way
Great
either.
question. Great question.
Camilla is sneaky. She's good at what she's doing.
Well,
but
I think she just wants to get back at Lucious and the family for, you know, she actually seemed like she really was in love with Hakeem. So it's kind of like she came back for him, just like she said. So I don't know, that it really is sneaky. But because Mimi she's a little hood. She might get a little crazy if she realizes the fact that maybe they're not together. Or maybe she's in on the plan. I don't know.
Yeah, but Hakeem is in love, and I feel like that's not going to really last for long. If Camilla does try to like get back with Hakeem, I don't think it's going to work. I feel like Hakeem will end up coming out on top, and somehow something will happen with like Lion Dynasty and Empire. I don't know.
Maybe they'll merge or something fun.
Yo, real talk though.
Yes.
Cookie, Camilla, spit.
Oh.
Go.
Was it a spit or was it?
It was a lugging. Yo, it was like one of those.
It was a shower, like
projectile vomiting.
From the depths of her, like her esophagus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just like
gross.
Yeah, that was, and that is honestly the most disrespectful thing you can ever do to anybody is spit in their face.
Right.
Like
and when
so
it's that
gross.
much, it's like you can't even see to whoop their ass.
Well, I don't know if there was like a special effect. It like spewed everywhere. It was kind of epic.
I mean, it was like even if that was 3D spit, we would have been drenched. It's like Six Flags Magic Mountain, you know, splash.
Right.
But I mean, that like Mercedes, even off camera, Mercedes' face was everything, and she was like, "That is the most disrespectful, disgusting
she was
thing
mad.
you could ever do to a human."
Yeah, that was gross.
Anything else on the YouTube?
Yes,
comments?
absolutely. And then here. They say, I think Mimi is drunk in love. Miss Midoriya said, that was so nasty.
Right?
I had to put my dinner down.
Right.
She had to put her dinner down.
So gross.
Ew. Yeah, but I mean, hey, never a dull moment at Empire.
That's true. Very true. So what's going on in the Twitter sphere?
Yes, got some more stuff. I have Miss_Hanway who said, "Aw, I'm a Miss Empire. until March. I'm just gonna sit and rewatch the old episodes.
Are you guys gonna rewatch the episodes?
You know, I'm going to rewatch episodes. I think there's a lot of innuendos and a lot of
things you miss.
Right.
Well,
You know,
because when
sure.
you're trying to dissect an episode and really get into it, you miss things. And when you're able to watch on your own time and really get into the story, there's a lot of nuances that you actually pick up on. So
yeah, because we're usually chit-chatting right before the show.
Right.
And then when I go home and watch it with my husband, I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize that would happen. You know, like there's so much that you get to see.
I'm totally gonna watch it back again, but I like to watch it towards March.
Oh yeah,
so I don't forget again.
I know, but they did us dirty. March, really?
I know.
Ridiculous.
It'll fly by as this year did.
Right.
Okay, I have another one from Mo Heights who said, another great episode of Empire. Hopefully Cookie can right the wrongs.
Do you think she can? Because she seems to be like the glue that holds it together.
Oh.
Well,
it's tricky to know like what's exactly going to happen. But
of course.
Like I've been saying for this whole season, I think that, you know, the show is called Empire. So I feel like, yes, eventually, maybe it's not going to be in this upcoming season, but eventually Empire will get back together.
That's
and
true.
I don't know if Cookie will be the savings of it all, but as we saw in this episode, you know, she has been there for Lucious.
Yeah, she got him to put the gun down, and that was like number one, most important, because you got to be there for your sons, and you know, just to get
too much to lose, even though you lost a lot, but he still has a lot, and he's still the head of Empire. So,
but will Lucious learn from his wrongs, because he is conniving, and now it's backfiring.
Backfiring, absolutely.
Right,
But Starr,
hopefully.
what I liked in Terrence's performance, I always look at their performance, and it was nice to see him break down and be so vulnerable, and he named all the things they did to get to where they were, you know, and normally Lucious, is always so like, I'm in charge, and tonight he was like, they really stole my heart and soul from me. These people it was very real for him finally, because he had been the person taking from everyone else. He had been the Grim Reaper, right? But tonight it was like, wow, I'm in that. And so I think that was a very poignant moment. And I would love to see them actually come together and just go ham sandwiches and really put everything to rest and really end it back on top in March. That would be amazing, because I was a little heartbroken.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he did his speech about where he came from, that hit me, but I was like, that's what you get, boo. When you treat people wrong, they're going to wrong you in the end. So, boom. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Say it again.
Boom. I don't even know what I said. With that said, we love you guys. So don't forget to come back and follow us and join the conversation. We're going to jump onto YouTube, so continue the comments. Don't forget to use #EmpireAS. We will miss you.
Yes.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
And we'll see you in the
Tune back
new year.
in March.
Bye.
See you in March. Empire After Show. Click subscribe.